say Jerome in the house. I say Jerome in the house. Y'all, I found the best TV show out there. If you don't have it, y'all need to get Stars. There's a show out there called Single Ladies. Not no Single Ladies. I'm thinking of Single Ladies, and I'll tell y'all why. Called Run the World. Y'all, when I tell y'all, this show is phenomenal. And it's so funny. The episode that aired all the episodes are out there on Stars. I just caught wind to it. But the episode that aired, which is episode 1, is called Phenomenal Woman. Y'all, it was so good. So, in a nutshell, woke up early this morning, started some work, and I actually started extra early this morning. Hence why I'm on coffee still. And so, I was like, let me take a little break from work. And I took a break from work, and I was like, let me find something interesting to look at. Because I think I had HGTV on or something like that. I think that's why I fell asleep to last night. But at any rate, I'm always looking at the news. So HGTV was just perfect because I'm like, after 2-3 weeks of listening to the news, it's like, okay, I need something different. So I was like, let me go log on to Stars and see what's going on. Y'all, I saw this show and I had to immediately start taking notes because I'm like, I gotta tell my folks about this because this show is just too good. All right, so here are my notes, y'all. So just to start it off, it's episode 1. It's called Phenomenal Woman. And of course, the show is called Run the World. Awesome, on Stars. So the cast ladies, and you guys are familiar with some of them. I know I was familiar with 2 of them. So you got Brisha Well, which she plays Renee. You have Corbin Reed, which plays Sandy. You have Andrea Bordor, and she plays Ella. And you got Amber Stevenson West, she plays Whitney. So I'm familiar with Brisha and also Amber. And so more so, I am familiar with both of them. Brisha from back in the day because she was just so hilarious to me. And then Amber, she played on the Carmichael show. And she played on some other stuff too. But I really started taking, I started following her more when she was on the Carmichael show. Carmichael? Yeah, the Carmichael show. But anyway, basically the show is set up in Harlem. You got 4 successful, beautiful black women, and they all have their stories or their walks of life in Harlem. And it's just so dope. But just to start it off, they started off in a bar, basically having a good time. I don't know, was it for a celebration or whatnot, but they started off in the bar, having drinks, so on and so forth. After that ended, that is when Ella wakes up late from her first day of work. And Renee, which is played by Brisha, she was, just telling her, hey, you're going to be late for work, so on and so forth. She was just basically just talking to her about, first day of work and just going through stuff 9 o'clock in the morning because some white lady was there pacing by her, bumped into her, and so on and so forth. It was so funny because when it was time for her to get her sandwich, let me see, I need to start calling by the characters in the name or the characters in the show. Renee quote the woman, Phenomenal Woman. I'm just like, oh, okay, this is gonna be good or whatnot. And so anyway, that was that. It crosses over to Ella, late for work. And, well, not late for work, but leaving out of her apartment. She got rid of real fast while her and Renee was talking. She left and she was on her way to her first day of job. And that was that. Then it comes through with Whitney. Whitney is basically just working out and her mother calls her and I guess she's distracted about what her mother is asking her. Don't know the full story to that yet. But anyway, she got off the phone with her mother because she said her boss was calling her work was calling or whatever. I do know it has something to do with the wedding that she's having. So it's probably one of those things where you're stressed out, over a party or a situation or whatever it is that you're planning, more so a wedding. And she's probably at her wit's end with it, or probably feels like that it's no longer her wedding, which they did spill that dirt at the end of it. But nevertheless, that was that. And then Sandy part comes up. Sandy part is kind of blah for me. It's really not giving it to me. It did begin well because it started out as a sex scene. and she was having sex with old dude named Stephen Bishop, which he plays Matthew. You guys are familiar with him. That Stephen Bishop dude, he was in that movie called, I want to say Fatal Attraction. Did I write notes on that? Fatal Affair. Y'all know the one with Nia Long, and she was holding that goddamn iPhone backwards. Like she didn't want to do the movie anyway. Now I know a lot of people gave mixed reviews on the movie, but I thought the movie was pretty well, or pretty good, I should say. It was typical like your Lifetime movies that you normally have. Now to me, my favorite movie of all times is Fatal Attraction. But that's an old movie, and I'm talking about the original Fatal Attraction, the one that was in the late 80s. 1987. Y'all, let me tell you, that lady was no joke. I need to do a damn review on that movie, but that damn lady was so twisted up on that damn dick. She done broke in the man's house and done boiled the damn bunny rabbit that was bought for the daughter, and then picked the daughter up from school and took her to a carnival, museum, whatever the case may be. That lady was crazy. When I tell you she played her part, even though that movie is an older movie, it still grabs my attention to this day. So if y'all have some time, y'all need to check out Fatal Attraction. That movie is good. It actually sets all the standards, or set the standards for the movies that's played today. As far as when I was talking about, what's that movie? I know I wrote it down here with Nia Long. Fatal Affair. And then all them other damn crazy ass Lifetime movies that they have. But anyway, that was that. Let's see. The little girl stopped him from having sex. She only called him her daddy. Okay, so yeah, Miss Sandy was having sex with Matthew, or with, his name is Matthew. Is his name Matthew one there? Let me see. Yeah, Matthew. She was having sex with Matthew, or they was attempting to have sex, whatever the case was, or they was in the middle of it. And the girl called out daddy. So I was trying to figure out the dirt on that. And later on, it explained it. Because at first I thought that was both of their child. And then the way that the girl was talking and how the character is portrayed by Sanja, or Sandy. Yeah, Sandy. I was thinking that that's just how their household is ran. But then as the show goes on, it shows that she's just a girlfriend, basically. And she's just really close to the daughter, and that's that. So it was a cute little relationship. I liked it for what it was worth. It is what it is. The next part, Ella goes into her job, and Ella was meeting with Barb, who is played by the Erica Alexander. So, just to back up a little bit, this show was written by some lady named Leah something. I'll drop it down in the descriptions. She's the one who was the executive producer or the writer or whatever the case may be for Living Single. Y'all remember back in the day with Queen Latifah and all them in there? She wrote that show. So now up to 20 years now, she's written this storyline, or executive producer or producer of this show called Run the World. So it does give you that Living Single vibe. It actually gives me that Single Ladies vibe. Y'all remember Single Ladies with Lisa Ray in it? And I can't think of the girl name, but gosh, what is her name? It's the one they said that's whitewashed. Pretty girl. The one that played in Clueless. The black girl that played in Clueless. Y'all figure that out. But she was in Single Ladies, and it was on BET. That show was really good. I really hate how that show ended. And I also hate that it went off air so soon. Or did it not go off air too soon? Nevertheless, it gives me that vibe. I like that vibe of being in the city. You grown, you getting your grown lady or your grown man on, and you just living life, you working, and you just being fabulous. I love shit like that. So that's the kind of vibe it's giving me. But anyway, Ella was interviewing or meeting with Erica, or Barb, because that's her name. And so from their speech or their talk that they had in the office, it seems like they had a prior relationship, maybe at another firm, or Ella may have worked with Barb or for Barb in the place that she was interviewing for now, or her first day of job, whatever the case may be. But anyway, her first project that Barb put her on was to interview Soulja Boy. And so I'm guessing that Ella didn't want to do it from, I guess, the small conversation that she had, but it was something that was going to pay the bills. And the place that she worked for is kind of like a blogging place or whatnot, or a blogging spot, or basically it's like a tabloid place or whatever. I'm so horrible on my vocabulary this morning. But anyway, that's what it was. And so that was that. It wraps up, and then the ladies meet at a bar where I'm not gonna say yeah, they know the staff, because one of the ladies that was working, I don't know, was she the bartender or was she just one of the servers, but they knew her by first name, and that was that. Which is what, if you frequent a place, quite frequently, you do tend to know the staff, and the damn staff starts to, know or learn you. So it happens with me and my friends. I'm sure it happens with you and your friends as well when y'all frequent a place, whether it's a restaurant, bar, whatever the case may be. And so anyway, they were stuffing envelopes because, what is her name? Her name that they were stuffing for was the lady that is getting married, Whitney. So they were stuffing envelopes for Whitney for the invitation. And basically what I gathered from that conversation is that her fiance is of African descent, maybe, because his relatives are coming in. They want her to wear this gown. The gown that they want her to wear is basically something that she doesn't want to wear. They want to do some kind of updo or put some kind of scarf or wrapping on her head. Y'all know how the African cultures are. Y'all seen them on the, reality shows and on television, how, they are very, celebratory of big functions like weddings and so on and so forth. And she's just really like, I'm out of it. I'm like done with it. Like, this wedding is not their wedding. It's not even my wedding no more. So she was a bit upset with that. Every girl was stating their piece about what was going on for them for that day, or what happened to them that day. And Brisha Webb, which is played by, Brisha Webb, which she plays Ross, she's going to be a character. I think that's going to be my girl that I'm going to have more of relations with, as far as I can relate to, I can understand her. She's really silly, she's fun, she's sparky, she's sexy. She's just like all of the above. Not to say the other ladies are not, because I do like all the other ladies, especially Whitney as well, because I'm curious about her fiance and about this marriage or this wedding that's going on. So this is going to be kind of fun to see how that's going to play out. Anyway, after that, Ross tells the ladies that, hey, I want y'all to get together with me tonight. Not Ross. Ella tells the ladies she wants them to all come together tonight to go out to a club because she has to interview with Soulja Boy. And so all the ladies go except Sandy, and that was that. And so how the next episode breaks out, it kind of flips back and forth about what's going on at the club, what's going on at the club with the three ladies versus what Sandy is going through at that time. And we'll get into all that. But anyway, it flips down to where the girls get out the cab. And when I tell y'all, they are dressed down. When I tell y'all, the fashion is like on point. I love going out with my friends or just going out in the night time here in Atlanta, because I am for dressing up. Like, where can I put on some clothes and I can look very sharp and clean cut and step out and let everybody see me? I'm all about it. Them girls were clean. But anyway, it was Whitney, Ella, and then of course Renee. They all stepped out the cab. Of course, I put the ladies are looking sexy in their respective way. Okay, so then it goes to where they all go up to, well, not all of them. Only Ella and Ross, they go upstairs to like a VIP area because they need to interview Soulja Boy. Well, I don't know which happened first, or was it during all the same part, but they asked the bouncer, could they go up? And he was like, who are you? She told him who he was and so on and so forth. And then when he went to go check with Soulja Boy, some Asian dude came up, and the Asian dude, which I don't have his name, and Ella, they had, some words or whatnot, positive words, nothing negative, but you can kind of tell that they worked together in the past. So they were both bloggers / writers, or whatever the case was. And so anyway, the bouncer came back and made a comment about they were too old to go up to speak to Soulja Boy. So that was a big mess. And it's kind of crazy because I guess when you in that 40-40 club, it's a little different because the ladies was looking dope and they were looking fabulous. I mean, y'all need to see the episode. Y'all need to check out the show because their outfits was like bad. It was like, okay. And 40 is that nice age. And let me tell y'all, 40 is really the new 20. It's like, I'm 40 years old. I'm grown. I don't did everything under the sun. I don't went through a lot of ups and downs. I can have fun like a 20-year-old and I can afford the shit. So that's the vibe it gives you. And that's the vibe I feel when I be going out anyway. So anyway, that was it. Ross was kind of shocked or whatever that, the Soulja Boy made that comment or the bouncer made that comment. They left, some music came on, and Ross got her damn life on that dance floor. And that was that. Anyway, after that happened, it flips over to Sandy, and she's a bit boring, but anyway, it flipped back to Sandy. She walked into the room with with her man. He was talking about something. He's a professor. So I really wasn't interested in that. I was interested more in the club scene, and that scene was probably every bit of probably a minute or so. So that was it. But then it went back to the club. Of course, Ross was on the dance floor getting her life. And while that was happening, Ella, I don't know if she walked to the bathroom or she ran to the bathroom. But anyway, she went to the bathroom. Let me see. Oh, no. I'm going too fast. She was on the dance floor. She didn't walk to the bathroom. Ella ended up walking into Whitney. That's what she did. She walked into Whitney. Whitney was talking to some nice brown-skinned man. And so after she was talking to the brown-skinned man, I think Ross said something. I'm not sure. Not Ross. I'm getting them fucked up. Ella ran into Whitney, and I think Ella said something. I'm not sure. She probably didn't say anything. But anyway, the guy asked, did Whitney want a drink or whatever? So she told him her drink of choice, and he left the girls or whatnot. And so anyway, Whitney was just intrigued by the dude, and Ella had to let Whitney know that he is Community Dick, and along with Community Dick, he fucked Ella, and he also fucked Renee. And so when that was said, Whitney was a bit intrigued and had some doubts about, her getting married and so on and so forth. Was like, while y'all was up here fucking the Community Dick, I was up here dating my boyfriend and now I'm his fiance or whatever. So there's some little doubts about that or whatever. He does look good, but I don't know about having sex and going behind your friends. Like, I know it's TV and everything, but on the flip side, I don't do anything like that. I just think that's kind of like, ugh. Like, I'm not finna go behind my friends like that. Ugh. I don't want to do that. But anyway, that was that. Let's see what happens after that. After that, let's see. Ella goes into the bathroom. She runs into this dude named Anderson. Y'all, when I tell y'all, Anderson was light bright, and his mama probably was damn near white. That nigga looked good. He looked good. She walked in the bathroom. They shared a kiss. I don't know, was it before or after, but you could tell it was some history there because she made a comment about MCI and about, the phone disconnecting, dropping, or whatever the case may be. I want to know what that story is because he was apologetic about it. I think he was apologetic about it. But they shared some words, nothing, harsh or whatever. I could tell she had some emotions there. But it was what it was, You could tell that he was trying to fix it up. Whew. If she knew like me, she'll fix the shit. Because he looked good. Not saying that you don't fix nothing because somebody look good, but shit, she need to fix that. Anyway, what happens after that? Renee comes into the restroom. She calls him the devil, but then she goes and pee, and he's like, oh, that's what you refer to me as, whatever the case may be. But anyway, the kiss comes. I don't know was it before or after, but they shared a nice, passionate, long kiss. And y'all, I was there for it. Anyway, back to Sandy. Sandy is boring. She got to give me a little more in this episode, but anyway, it just broke down. They was discussing, her and Matthew was discussing about his daughter, and that's when they gave the gist of the breakdown of how she fits in his life. So basically, she's the girlfriend, and she's been involved in the daughter's life for some time. So that was that, and that was short-lived. So I was glad they came back to the club again. But anyway, when they went back to the club, Ella left Anderson and somehow she ran into some Asian guy, or the Asian guy that I told you about earlier. She ran into him and she asked him, hey, do you still live uptown? And do you want to catch your cab together? And so it wrapped up to where they were in the cab and they was kissing passionately. Now, I love this about the show because it's very diverse. That is cool. Now, y'all got to drop down in the comments. Have y'all ever dated anyone outside of your race? And if so, what are your thoughts? Or do you not have any thoughts about it? So I'm kind of interested about that. I shared a video some time ago, I believe I did, about me trying to date outside my race. And I tried it, and in a nutshell, it was kind of like, would I do it again? Yeah, I would do it again. I would try it out. And I have my particulars and I have my specifics on what I want and what I need if I do date outside my race, as the same as what my needs and my wants and specifics that I want when I do date a black man. So there you have it. But anyway, she goes and she leaves with the Asian guy, and it starts off with they about to have some sex. Y'all, it's sex all through this show, and I love it. And while they were trying to get into the mood, or while he was trying to put it in, he couldn't, because brother couldn't get it up. Now, he talking about he had some whiskey dick. I don't know about no whiskey dick, but I know when my black ass drinks some liquor, and I'm not really a drinker, I'm good. But I think his ass needs some goddamn testosterone shots. So that's just probably it. Plus, these ladies look like they probably in their mid to late 30s, maybe. Maybe 1 or 2, maybe 40. So I don't know. But anyway, he needs some testosterone. I dated a nigga before that took some testosterone shots, y'all. And how old was he? He was some years ahead of me. But when I tell y'all, woohoo, a nigga that takes testosterone shots, he will give you your life back, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Take it from me. I'll do a YouTube about it later. Anyway, after that happens, he trying to get it in. He talking about he had whiskey dick. She went ahead and put her clothes on because she looked like she was fed up, as we all would be. But then when she turns to get out the bed, she's looking at some Nikes, or I guess a shoe collection or whatever, on the floor. And, excuse me, the damn man has a fucking mattress on the floor. And I'm just like, geez Louise, like, this is crazy. She told him something about getting a bed frame, but his ass don't need no bed frame. His ass needs a living room, or not living room, but needs a damn bedroom set or something to make it look grown. Oh God, just thought about something. I ain't even gonna tell that man business, but there was a guy that I went into his home, and this was a while back. And this nigga didn't have nothing. All he had was a bed on the floor. And I'm just like, nigga, you got all this home and all you got is a bed on the floor. I mean, my thing is, I ain't trying to count your pockets or nothing, but that's all you using your room for? Anyway, I'll digress on that. But you got to mess with a grown-ass man that got grown-ass shit going on, because they probably going to have some immature-ass conversations with the damn mattress on the floor, because I know I did with that motherfucking nigga. But anyway, back to the show. Ella leaves the dude place and she ends up going to Sandy's house, and this was good. So I like Sandy when she's with one of the girls, but I'm sure something's gonna come down the line. But basically, Sandy look like she's that friend, and they may all be like that, where I got the keys to your place. I have friends like that have the code to my place, so they could just come in whenever they want. I ain't gonna say whenever they want, but they can come whenever they want. And, you know, it's just cool. They're my best friends, and it is what it is. They have the code to my house, and it is what it is. But she comes in, and they, you know, start talking about the night. And Sandy was telling her business about her and Matthew, and basically the disagreement they had with the daughter, and something about ballet or whatever. And that was that. And then Ella spills the tea about bumping into Anderson at the Soulja Boy event. And basically how they were talking, you could still tell it's some love there, and no love hasn't been lost, or there's some open doors. So I'm very interested in that situation, because I've been in some situations before where doors were not closed and love was still there. And we've been at it over and over and over and over again. Not right now, but I'm going to tell y'all that later. Damn, I forgot about that story. I have a situation similar to the Anderson story, but not similar. I'm going to tell y'all about that one later. Oh, that one going to be good too. Oh, that's going to be so good. Oh, that's going to be a good story. Because this one, that story I'm going to tell y'all about, it started when I used to live in Columbus, and it carried to when I moved to Atlanta. Oh, I can't wait to tell y'all that. But anyway, wrap it up. Let's see. Ella talking about this. Ella talking about that. Yep. Ella talking about this. Ella talking about that. So she was talking about Anderson. And then at the end, oh my God, y'all. It ends with Whitney in the bed. And some man in the background, he's naked. I guess he's at the toilet. He just got through peeing, took the condom off. I don't know, one, other, or the both. Who knows? And so I'm like, oh my God, we get to see the fiance. Y'all, it was the nigga Chris from the club. The community dick, y'all. So he went to the bathroom, washed his little self off, came back to the bedroom naked, got in the bed, and I was just like, oh my God. Now you the third one in your group, because it's 4 ladies, you the third one in the group that don't have sex with the nigga. Now all y'all don't got a taste of how the dick is. Some of y'all like that, some of y'all don't. I don't. But that was kind of weird. But then it ended weird because it was like she showed every facial expression you could think of. Like you could tell she was happy, confused, sad, upset, pissed, confused. It was just everything. And it was just like, oh my God, I cannot believe she did it. Now that's a good one, y'all. I need y'all to drop down in the comments on that. So y'all know my views about dating. Check out Serial Dating. But y'all know my views about dating. But what happens when you are engaged to a nigga? Do you supposed to stop doing everything you're doing because you are still following the rule of dating exclusive? Or can you kind of dibble and dab and see what's up? Because technically, she dibble and dab and she's not married yet. So I want to do the rules change. What do y'all think? I ain't gonna say nothing because I'm still thinking about that one. Well, I ain't even gonna think about it. I know what my answer is. I want to know what y'all think. But anyway, that's it. I don't have no more to talk about. All I know is this show is good. Not single ladies. Gosh, I need to get that out of my head. Run the World. That show is so dope. So good. And got the cool characters in there. Let me go over them again because I don't even know if I told y'all the actual characters. Let's see. I did tell y'all. So you got Brisha Webb. She plays Renee. You have Corbin Reed, who plays Sandy. And let's see, you got Andrea Bordor, she plays Ella, and then you have Amber Stevens West, which plays Whitney. So I'm probably gonna tag something on one of these corners and put the ladies in the order that I have it in, or whatever the case may be. But anyway, y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Tell your mama, sister, cousin, friends, and the enemies, because you know the enemies love looking at stuff and spreading the word too. But I'm gonna check out more of this show. I gotta get back to work first. Do me some work. I'm gonna probably look at it tonight. I think I'm gonna try to look at it tonight because there's some stuff I need to do. I might postpone it. But anyway, I'm gonna try to look at the show again, the second episode. And when I look at it, I'm gonna take some notes. I'm gonna come back to y'all. So y'all may not get no post Monday. Y'all will probably get one in the next 2 or 3 days maybe. So I'll just see. But I want y'all to check it out. Check out Run the World. It's on Stars. It's me, Jerome. I will chat with y'all later. Oh, and I forgot to do this at the beginning. My friend, y'all, it's called Flossie Pearls. Check that out right there. Flossie Pearls. And I'm going to post it up on the screen in the description. But she was a dental assistant, or is a dental assistant. And she's been a certified dental assistant for 15 years. She's college educated too. But if you want to keep your teeth pearly white, you want to get your teeth done where they're bleached or whatever the case, however y'all do that finagle or do that stuff with the bleaching and all that, you guys need to reach out to my friend. Reach out to her. She's good. There was a lot of things that my dentist suggested that I should have done, and I always refer back to my friend right here at Flossie Pearls. Her name is Leslie, by the way. And Leslie will always give me the scoop or give you the lowdown on why I should do it, why I shouldn't do it, why I should wait. So she's really good about, the hygiene of your mouth and all that. Plus, she and I be having a lot of conversation about these niggas I be dating that don't like to floss. So if you one of them niggas out there that want to date me or want to date a nigga, period, or a woman or whoever you want to date, floss your mouth, use some mouthwash, get all that stuff out your mouth when you meet them, because nobody don't want to taste all that or smell all that. But anyway, let me get off of here. My girl, Leslie, y'all see that? I'm going to post it up on the screen. I'm going to put it in the description. It's Flossie Pearls. She going to whiten your teeth. She going to give you that $1 million smile. She's here in Atlanta. So y'all call her. Y'all make an appointment. If you reference me, Jerome, she's going to give you a 10% discount as well. And then don't forget to check out Run the World on Stars. But anyway, let me go. It's me, Jerome. I will talk to y'all again, and I'll be back with another video. Bye, y'all.